It is starting to get warmer outside, and some of you are itching to put those heavy coats and sweaters away. Charlie Bilgun, owner of Organización L, is here to help us get our closets ready for spring. Welcome, Charlie.
Thank you. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday to you as well. What are the 3 questions we should be asking ourselves when it's time to put some of this stuff away?
Well, first you want to decide what you're going to keep and what you might want to pass on.
Okay.
Right? That's very important. So the 3 questions are, do you like the item?
Right.
Does it fit you? And most importantly, have you used that item in the past season? Because if you haven't, chances are you're not going to wear it next season. So you might want to pass it on.
Okay.
Right? So when it's time to store your winter coats, you have 3 main solutions, right? If you're lucky enough to have a closet, you want to go ahead and hang your coats. That's really the best for your coats. When you're hanging a winter coat, you want to make sure you're using a big sturdy wooden hangers. The plastic ones just break, and that's going to damage your garment. Now, what I like to do when I hang my garments in the closet, I do like to protect them with a garment bag. That way, any dust or creepy crawlies is going to stay away.
Yeah, please, creepy crawlies, stay away.
It's absolutely terrible. Now, so you want to make sure they're washed, right, and especially dry before you start putting them away. So, if you don't have a closet, you want to be able to fold them, to be able to store them in another solution that we're going to discuss in a minute. So let's see how to fold your winter coat. So you want to make sure all the pockets are empty first. Clean and dry is the most important. You're going to want to zip your zipper all the way up. You lay it nice and flat on its back. Then you're going to bring the sleeves over one onto the other.
Okay.
And then you're just going to fold it in half. Right?
Very nice.
That way you just keep the integrity of your coat, right? It's not going to get damaged. You can see how much air you can take out of it. So you want to push down as much as possible to make sure that it's as tight as possible in your storage solutions.
Okay, let's move over here.
So what you can do, you can use 2 different storage solutions. You can use a vacuum seal bag. The large ones will hold 2 to 4 adult-sized winter coats.
Okay.
And why they're excellent is because it takes away so much of the bulk and the volume of your coats that if space is an issue, you can stick it under your bed or at the bottom of your closet. Right?
Are these easy to find? I mean, maybe I'm not looking for them, but I've never really come across them.
You can find them anywhere, in any big box stores, even the dollar stores have them, online, everywhere. They're really good. They're all pretty much the same quality these days. So really, really good. If you don't want to use a vacuum bag, you can use a storage bin. What's really important to consider is a bin that has a lockable lid. That's why I really like those. The same concept as for the garment bag, you want to keep the dust and the insects away. Right? Because you're going to be storing those for a few months, hopefully. So you want to make sure that they're nice and secure. So one of the little tip I like to have is I pop in a little dryer sheet.
Yeah, I love those.
Yes, because it's going to be away for a few months, right? So you want to make sure it's nice and fresh and ready to go when you're ready to use them. Now, for your extras, right? So your hats, your scarves, and your gloves. Very important that they're also dry and clean. You use the same 3 questions because we can accumulate so many scarves, hats, and gloves,
One glove and another one's missing.
Absolutely, and that's very good. That's my next point. You want to make sure they're matched up. You don't want to start storing away.
I've lost so many over the years, Charlie.
Right? And we all do. And then you open your box and you have 13 orphan gloves and then you're mismatched, right? So make sure that they're paired together, they're nice and dry. And for your scarves, always roll them up. Because that way you will prevent any snagging and deformation of your item.
Awesome. That's awesome, Charlie. Thank you so much for joining us here on CTV Morning Live. Amazing tips. I'm going to start applying them to my life for sure.
Good.
And we wish you all the best. And all the best to everyone who might be starting to organize for the spring.